Okay. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
3 miles, episode 2.
Episode 2.
Today, Lydia, I want to talk about how to run when your legs just don't want to run, when you feel fatigued. Obviously, you have some experience. I have some experience. I was doing this yesterday.
I feel like we're both in that situation at the moment. You've done some races and a lot of surfing.
A lot of surfing. My body is tired.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I kind of wanted to just chat through because I think that many people can relate to this. Basically, how do you motivate yourself? Not just to go out, because sometimes I personally can find the motivation to go out.
Yeah.
I feel like going for a run.
Yeah.
But then once I'm out, like yesterday I was out on the trails and I was just so tired. And going up a hill felt really difficult, and the hill felt basically endless. And all I wanted to do while I was actually out there was quit.
Yeah.
Just go home. It's like I'm pretty done with this. I think I've done enough. So instead of 14 Ks, I did 12. Still decent.
Yeah.
But my legs just didn't want to do it. And I was actually supposed to do a little bit of speed work. 10 kilometers of speed. I did 2.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like...
I think it's also knowing the difference between fatigue and pushing too far. Knowing when to stop if there's an injury. Like, is it fatigue or is it injury? Or is it time to take more of a rest? There's so much grey area there.
I think a lot of people often when they say, like, how do you go out for a run when you're tired? I feel like many people struggle just with the motivation.
Yeah.
I don't have that often because I often feel like going for that run.
Yeah. Only here in Portugal when it's wet and cold.
Yes, then it's more difficult. When it's actually raining, then I struggle to go out.
Yeah.
But I guess that's a different topic.
Yeah.
But like I will struggle finding motivation when I'm in the middle of a training block and my body is really tired. I'm just kind of done with running.
Yeah.
But right now in this phase between 2 training blocks, all I really want to do is go out for a run.
Yeah.
But then sometimes you're out there and that's when you realize I don't actually want to be here.
Yeah.
I think for me, actually, one of the first real motivators to still go out and finish the distance is running together.
Yeah.
Because when I'm running together, I don't really think about the kilometers, how long I've been running, what my pace is like. All that just fades.
You can't really go, I'm just going to go home now.
No.
I'm like, what? What do you mean?
Well, we were only going for 2 Ks, right? Like, just a warm-up. Is that not enough? So I think my first advice, if somebody was struggling to go out when they're feeling tired, is see if you can find a buddy.
Yeah.
Go run together.
Yeah. I guess is there anything you do while you're in the run that would like keep you motivated? Like you said then that you're running and you sort of want to quit in the middle. Is there anything you think about in the run?
One day, I try to push myself, I think, every single time for just 1 more kilometer.
Yeah.
And then when I get to the annoying number of like 4.63,
yeah,
then I will keep going in one direction till I hit 5.
Yeah.
I think definitely another trick is to do not a round trip, but an out and back.
Yep.
Because in my head, imagine you want to run 10 kilometers. 10 might sound intimidating.
Yeah.
Or you don't feel like it. But then if you run 5 kilometers in one direction, then 5 kilometers is kind of the goal. And once you've hit that, well, you've got to go back. So
you've got to get home.
Yeah. And I mean, sometimes a round trip that's then faster than your out and back.
Yeah.
But usually you just have to run the same distance back. So that's definitely one of the other tricks.
Yeah, that's good. What? Well, I wrote notes on my hand.
What do you do when your arm gets tired from holding the selfie stick?
Oh, is there
Stick left.
Yeah. is there any nutrition or nutrition in general that you think helps with fatigue or like combating fatigue? Oh, God.
I thought you had like protective sunglasses.
Okay, maybe let me rephrase that question.
You can go in front of me.
Yeah. It's a little overgrown now here. Yeah, is there any nutrition or anything that you do with fueling or hydration that you feel helps you combat fatigue or help with
Yeah,
this?
for sure. I feel, honestly, when I'm struggling to go out, I will definitely try to motivate myself with some fuel prior. So a banana or something sweet.
Yeah.
Something that's easy to digest.
Nice easy carb.
Yes, nice easy carbs. And then to me, what can really motivate me is thinking about what I will have afterwards.
Yeah.
Yesterday, we went out for lunch. We had sushi for dinner. I knew it was a good idea for me to go for a run because I was going to enjoy all those things more. So sometimes that really helps.
Yeah.
To just think about the reward that you can give yourself afterwards.
Yeah, for sure.
And to battle the actual fatigue, obviously the best thing you can do when you get back is immediately get some protein in. Maybe replenish your carbs. Definitely hydrate.
Yeah.
Get some water. Maybe electrolytes if you were sweating a lot.
Yeah.
Which now that summer is coming here, I'm like, whew, I know I'm gonna be like taking so many more electrolyte tablets. In winter, it's definitely less.
Yeah.
But in
I think
summer,
water in general, right? Like, I'm quite bad for drinking water on runs
yes,
in winter.
I struggle. Just less thirsty. Whereas now, sometimes we'll go out for a run, I come back, and the only thing I want is a glass of water.
Oh my goodness,
Or
ice
two
cold.
or three.
Ice cold smoothie. Oh.
Yeah. Well, then that's even better. Probably both.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, we all know electrolytes help.
Yeah.
I think, though, like, depending on how much you run, electrolytes are maybe a little bit overhyped nowadays.
Yeah, definitely.
Where some average, normal, daily runners, not daily, actually not daily, scrap that. But if you don't run long distances, and you just go out for a run every now and then, you really don't need to buy electrolytes. Like,
No.
you will probably already have enough sodium in your diet, except if you know you're on a very low sodium diet for whatever reason.
Yeah.
If that is the way that you are naturally eating, then you might want to, I don't know, pay a little bit of extra attention to it.
Yeah.
But generally, I think a lot of people, like, they get into running and they're like, I need these shoes, I need electrolytes,
Yeah.
I need all these other
All
supplements.
the gear and no idea.
You don't need it. And if you are fatigued, you don't want to go out for a run, also do ask yourself, is your body fatigued from exercise? Or is it because you went out last night?
Yeah.
Or is it because you've been drinking too much? Like, there's obviously a lot of possible reasons
Yeah.
where you might feel fatigued or, not motivated to go out for a run.
Yeah. And I guess, like, that's like, you get fatigued during a run sometimes, like that motivation to run. Do you take gels or do you take fuel with you to sort of combat that so you don't feel that extra fatigue when you're running?
For me, mostly on indeed longer runs, or if we go to the track.
Yeah.
Before the track, I will always eat, and I will have a gel probably while on the track. And if we're running back afterward, like doing an extra 10k, then I will take probably another gel.
Yeah.
Or something, and then when I'm back, I'll take a protein shake.
Yeah.
It's actually like fuel, obviously, is so important in recovery
Oh,
and in battling just your fatigue. And I do sometimes struggle when you see people talk about how they fuel for their runs.
Yeah.
And I feel like they're leaving stuff out
Yeah.
or they're not eating enough. And then I'm like, well, you should not be sharing what you're eating because it's not enough.
And I think it that sort of goes into injury prevention as well, doesn't it? As well as
Yes.
recovery and fatigue.
Yeah. What about you? Like, when you are mentally really not feeling up for a run, what do you tell yourself?
Oh,
If you know your body is okay, you know?
yeah, I definitely have those days. I think especially in big training blocks, when the miles are high, sometimes I don't want to go out, and I have a really lazy trick to this, which is probably not maybe the best, but I get on the treadmill and watch Netflix.
Oh yeah.
Because I feel like I don't have enough time to watch Netflix in my day-to-day life. I want to be outside, I want to be doing things. But sometimes there's a good documentary on there. And so I'll put it
Do
on.
you go for documentaries? I was going to ask, do you binge a whole series on the treadmill?
Yeah,
Or?
yeah. I'm just like, right, put it on. It's a nice chilled workout. Just an easy run. Let's just get it on.
So then you do easy runs on the treadmill, because I find it honestly really hard
Yeah.
to push myself on the treadmill.
Yeah, I never do any sort of fast workouts on there.
No.
Not that I'm a speedy person. I like my slow workouts. But yeah, no, I do anything that's long distance on there. Just something super different. Like, I love the trails.
Yeah.
But obviously, when you're building up super high mileage, sometimes like your brain just needs to plod along,
Yeah.
tick over. And I think that can really help with like sort of fatigue. It's that mental fatigue of like you're constantly out running.
Yeah.
Change it up, go on the trails, go in the city, go with a friend. Mental fatigue is probably a lot more than body fatigue.
I was going to say, I think the takeaway there is switch it up.
Yeah.
So whether it's the location, whether it's with who you are running, or what you're listening to. Like, I listen a lot to podcasts or audiobooks when I'm running alone.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people really don't get. But if you are really into a good book or into a good conversation, then that can really distract you
100%.
from your running.
It's great.
Yeah, you just need to find something you like.
Yeah.
And that really, I don't know, makes you think. You know, if you are out for a run and you come back with a lot of new either insights or just food for thought,
Yeah.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah. Also, a podcast is the version of a friend that can't come out with you, right?
Yes.
Like, if you can't find a friend to run, you can find a podcast to listen to, and that's basically a friend just talking at you.
Like, here's a friend
Yeah.
with a little dog.
Oh.
So cute. So cute. all the dogs going crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, I think takeaway, how to battle fatigue, whether it is physically or mentally.
Yeah.
1, switch it up. 2, fuel.
Yeah. 100%.
3, recover. We didn't really talk about recovery, but obviously you need to recover.
Yeah.
A lot of people also just push it too hard.
Yeah.
Like, they go out for too many hard runs. They don't take their easy runs easy enough. You should be running like us.
Yeah.
Like,
Conversational.
if you cannot have a conversation, you're going too fast.
Yeah.
And that's where it's so good to find something to run with. Even if you think, like, you might be thinking, oh, this person is too slow for me. Don't worry, I don't think that about you, but you might think it.
Oh, no.
No. But even if you think it, like, that's actually a good thing.
Yeah.
Where I really struggled with that. I always thought that the other person needs to be faster or just as fast, because otherwise I'm not hitting my pace.
Yeah.
But there shouldn't be a freaking pace
Yeah.
on an easy run.
No, exactly.
So,
And it's sort of knowing that like balance, right? Like, you need those easy runs, and it's like 80% needs to be easy, but then that means that if you're taking it easy, those 2 days or 1 day when you're doing speed, you can really go for it.
Yeah.
And you've not sort of wasted those miles going mediocre.
yeah,
And
wasting your energy. Yeah,
exactly.
very true.
So I guess on recovery, what would be your like three main things that you do outside of running that help you with running to recover?
1, put up my feet.
Yeah.
I will generally I run 5 days a week.
Yeah.
When I'm really in the midst of a training block, I might end up running 6. But then on that 6th day, I will probably do 3 to 5 kilometers easy.
Yeah.
So nothing more. I try to really keep have a good sense of the amount of sleep that I'm getting.
Yeah.
The hours. Because it's so easy to forget how important sleep is.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
I have this all the time. I have like bedtime reminders set up now.
Yeah.
From 2 different apps.
Do you have that one that goes like, bing, boo, and that sounds like a little like bedtime?
I have no sound. I think that would piss off my fiance the most, but
I have a little bedtime,
buzz.
like a little like nighttime sound.
That sounds nice.
Yeah.
No, my watch will buzz at me.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, okay. But obviously I get into the habit of ignoring it. But when I'm really in the midst of a training block, I'm a lot more serious about it.
Yeah.
And then also when I get close to the main thing that I've been training for, then I will probably not drink.
Oh, there's a dog.
Oh yeah. Okay. We will go a bit slower.
Yeah. Just
with the wild dogs around here. Yeah, nice little dog.
Hi.
Little dog. Just don't look at him.
Yeah. You seem nice and friendly.
Welcome to Portugal.
Yeah.
where you never know if a dog is friendly or not.
Yeah, I saw that guy being like, no, and I was like, there's a dog.
When the Buddhist monk tells you that you know there's a dog,
Yeah.
you better be careful. Okay, I think we're safe.
We're good. We're good.
We're safe. So yeah, what was it? Put your feet up, really take rest days, sleep, and less alcohol.
Yeah.
Like, I know a lot of people that just don't drink alcohol at all. That's not for me.
Yeah.
I like my glass of wine. I like my craft beers, but
But you're not binge drinking at the weekend.
no.
Like,
And I've come to really like 0% beers.
so Sadness. The
Yeah,
one here, it tastes like a Belgian blonde beer.
I'm totally fine with it. Like I will have it often, and now they also have like the toasted one from Galicia,
Yeah.
Estrella Galicia. So whenever possible, I will probably opt for like a 0% beer. But every now and then, you just want a glass of wine, a cocktail, a beer.
Yeah.
I'm not skipping that, but when I get close to the one thing I'm training for, I'll probably stop.
Yeah.
I tried to do it for a month. Kind of failed.
Yeah.
But 2 weeks I managed, and I think next time I'll be better.
Yeah.
I'm also not 100% sure like how much of a difference I feel, but I know it is better.
Yeah.
So I just do it because science tells us.
Yeah. It's another mental thing, isn't it, as well?
Yeah.
Like, if mentally you feel like you're a bit stronger, or you slept better,
Yeah.
then the power of the mind is everything.
So much is mental though with running. So I know people who will happily have, a beer or two the night before the marathon
Yep.
because they don't care, and it will only make them feel better.
Yep.
And they think they sleep better.
Or they're more relaxed, the nerves are gone. Yeah.
If that is how you feel, then, by all means, go for it. Do your own thing. So, great tips
Great tips.
on how to run when you're fatigued and also what to do for recovery.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty solid.
Yeah, I think that sums it up. That is recovery in a nutshell.
Recovery in a nutshell. So, that's it for Between Miles. Episode 2. Nice. Love it.
Aye.